Hi, it's Megan. I wanted to do a video for the Yves Saint Laurent, I'll show you the box. Oh gosh, what's it called? The Rouge pour Couture. These are the Rebel nudes though, although I don't have two nudes today. I have two fuchsias. So I had a suggestion on another video that I try this product, and I decided to try not the original version but the Rebel nudes because I like the idea of nude looking color, or slightly more natural looking color, and I will do a video for the regular line as well, but these Rebel nudes just came out. So and I'll also do another video for two other colors, but for this video I'm doing 104 and 109, which are, 104 is Fuchsia Tomboy and 109 is Fuchsia Fugitive, and I have Fuchsia Fugitive on right now. Why would I get two fuchsias? That's a really good question. And I don't have a really good answer. I had ordered Fuchsia Tomboy in another color, and when I saw the color in the tube, looks like they look like this, it wasn't right for me. So I went in to exchange it. And when I was swatching them on my hand, I just thought the Fuchsia Fugitive was such an amazing, gorgeous, unusual color. I had to get that one too. So instead of getting a more balanced offering, I got the fuchsia. So the Rebel nudes are part of the Yves Saint Laurent Glossy Stain family, I guess now. These are not the original, but the second version. They are supposed to have the shine of a gloss, color of a lipstick, I have notes, and the long wane of a stain. And then this particular line has what they call euphoric pearl technology for an all-day 3D luminous effect. Will note that my lips are pretty pigmented. They, according to Yves Saint Laurent, these are somewhat opaque, but it is somewhat opaque. They're not fully opaque, so I do feel like the colors are pretty true on my lips, but since they're not fully opaque with a darker kind of natural lip tone, you should think about that when you look at the colors on my lips. They are really kind of odd to put on, and I don't mean that in a bad way. They have this great brush like this, which really does fit in the curves of your lips and deposits the color really easily. And then with the thin tip, let me see if you can see how thin it is. It's thin. You can really get, like, if there's an area that's a little bit harder to paint, makes it perfect. So they apply really great. But they apply really thin, and then they dry down to like this a little bit gloppy texture. I guess like a really heavy lip balm, but a really heavy lip balm. What else did I say? And then the stain is kind of a cool thing. So there are two really cool things. First of all, I loved the shimmers in these and how it really was kind of 3D-ish, the impact effect, especially the 109. I'm gonna keep mixing that one up. The Fuchsia Fugitive. I just thought the way that the colors interplayed with the fuchsia, it kind of had like a peach and kind of a gold tone into the fuchsia, which almost changed as I moved my hand because I swatched it on my hand. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So I really liked that effect. And then the other thing that's interesting about them is that they're more like a stain with lipstick tendencies, if that makes sense, and it's like gloss, like lip gloss. The gloss faded on me pretty quickly, but see what a heavy coverage you get. It's a lot more than a stain, and I don't like stains because my top lip fades out. It's really hard to get any kind of, the lighter color over the stain, it's really hard to get that line to stay, and it looks like I have a smaller lip than I actually do, which is kind of a weird thing. This doesn't happen with this product. You can see pretty much most of my lip. Maybe it fades out a little bit, but it's a really great coverage, and it wears so beautifully with some of the shine disappearing, so it's not fully gloss-like after a few hours, but the color really remains. So it doesn't have kind of that thin watery look that a stain has. It does look like a lipstick, but like a beautifully fading lipstick. And these lasted great on me, you know, obviously different stages of fading. I even wore it to yoga to see how it survived yoga. And it survived. The stain was still there. So you will get stain. I got stain on my lips from both these colors, but these are probably the two of the most vibrant of the colors in this particular collection, the nudes. Like I said, why go with nudes and two fuchsias, but whatever, I did it. And it did apply evenly in both cases for me. I don't have dry lips, didn't have any problems with drying, I don't have a problem with the texture. It does have kind of a perfumey smell to it, but I didn't notice that after the first couple minutes. So the colors, Fuchsia Fugitive. They call it a soft golden fuchsia, and it's kind of pink with kind of copper gold in it. And I have outdoor swatches. I felt like they were super different when I swatched them, and they're super different on. So let me tell you what the other one is described as. Fuchsia Tomboy is described as a bright fuchsia, and that's kind of like, so they're both kind of medium dark. I would say that Fuchsia Fugitive is darker than Fuchsia Tomboy. Fuchsia Tomboy has supposedly a soft gold shimmer to it, and then also maybe some blue undertones, but I don't think it has nearly as much shimmer, and it's not nearly as gold. So to me it almost seems barely gold, much more kind of pink with a little shimmer, and it's kind of a cool tone pink, a darker pink, but not super dark, whereas the Fuchsia Fugitive, the one I have on now, is just, I think, a darker color overall, and I think it gets darker as you wear it a little bit, but I couldn't tell. Maybe it just took me a minute to adjust. It's almost like a reddish tint to it. Let's see. I think that the shimmers are just, I don't know if I can get closer. The shimmers are really unusual. If you see as I move a little bit, it's hard to describe, but it's not like just a glisten. It's just like a real, when they say 3D, it has that real deep, it's an unusual, beautiful effect that I haven't seen in a lot of other products. So that to me was pretty exciting. I'm gonna stop the camera in a second, and I'm gonna actually put the other color on so you can compare it. And when I did the swatches, I did them next to each other, and I did them based on numbers. So 104, Fuchsia Fugitive first. That would be on the first of the two swatches. And then the second one is the Fuchsia Fugitive, just because you can then see what I mean about one being kind of very pink-ish only, and the other one having kind of those gold, peachy, bronzy tones. So let me go and put the other one on. Now I have Fuchsia Tomboy, and you can see, yeah, it's got the shimmer. It's not as dark color, it's a lot more pink. I guess it's a gold shimmer, but I think it's almost so cool toned that it just doesn't look that gold. Maybe that warms it up a little bit, but I had a little bit of fading from the other color under this, so this may not be 100% the true color, but remember, they're both fuchsias, they're just different kinds of fuchsias, but you can clearly see this one's more pink, the other one's got a little bit more red, and the other one really does have that peachy, coppery gold thing going on, where this one is just kind of a classic, more classic pink. They are absolutely stunning in person. They're just, I wish you could get the full impact of that texture. It's just so pretty. It's like this beautiful set stain of lipstick with kind of a light shimmer to it, but very natural in kind of the effect. Not fully like your real lips, but pretty close. This is the packaging. And they lasted on me like 5 hours, which is a long time, and since I'm doing it for the videos, I'm not trying to make it last longer by powdering it or putting lip liner or anything like that. I'm just checking out the product itself. And so 5 hours for me is a really long time, which is pretty impressive. So these are the packaging. They're gorgeous. You can see kind of the colors through. And it comes in the beautiful gold Yves Saint Laurent boxes. And I'm going to do another video for 2 of the other colors when I get to it. I'm busy. And if you have suggestions, this was a suggestion. This product was suggested by a viewer in Germany, I think. And I do videos from my book, Get Your Child to the Top, a parent-focused education book, and my novel, Captive, which is a terrorist thriller. And that's it. I would love feedback. Thanks for watching.